kick this thing off, shall we? The knife round. Copenhagen Flames and Team Fiend on Nuke. Of course, this was the pick of Copenhagen Flames, as you can see below the mini-map. It's not going to stop people in chat from asking who picked this map in chat like halfway through. It's on the graphic, guys. Just look at the graphics.
Yeah.
All of life's answers can't be solved that way. But yeah, we got them they sort of waited for the push, and now they're doing Ring Around the Rosie. Wonder when it stops. Right about now.
Oh, now they're just doing a different ring around the Rosie. This is awkward.
You never like it when the Ring Around the Rosie changes sort of rotational direction.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that was my last day at preschool, tell you what.
Get those last minute shanks in before everybody goes off to high school.
Exactly.
But with Team Fiend picking up that knife round, they do get to choose their side, and what would you know? They pick CT on Nuke. Who'd have guessed? Gives them a helping hand on the Copenhagen Flames map pick here.
They obviously, of course, want to be on the CT side because you can see from the spawn, you don't have to run that much to get to the building, but from the T-spawn, you have to run quite a lot. And all these players, they're very tired. They don't want to press W all day. They want to just get into the action.
Down to right mouse.
Exactly. That's why we're getting
in
live into the action, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be the pistol round with Copenhagen Flames going outside. The full commitment, the full send towards Secret, but one player still remains in lobby. Meanwhile, though, Bubble cuts one of the players off as Dreamer has to retake this B defense position. And wouldn't you know it, he gets the first kill, ready for more, gets the double, even sees the bomb in action. And come on, man, Dreamer. He gets a triple there in control room, and he was in control of this round the whole time.
Ooh, that just made my face scrunch up with pleasure. Ooh, Dreamer. Ooh, like, you can see, like, after every shot he takes, he backs away to a different angle, and it just gives him, like, sort of resetting the fight every single time. I mean, quick shots coming through, yes, but you can see after every shot, a little back away, take a different angle, force the fight a little bit further away, and deny that trade coming through instantly, so...
Yeah, wait for your pistol to like reset to its like neutral position. Wait for the enemy to sort of have that timing in his head where he's like, okay, he went back, now I peek him. That kind of timing, you know, happens, and you just reset the fight every time, and that's the way you want to be playing AWP, but it works with pistols wonderfully as well. Let's see what happens in this one, however. Outside presence for the terrorists. T-Roof is where they're just chilling for now, but they're gonna continue to go somewhere, and it looks like outside might be on the menu. Just Nikodo's for now with the Glock, but he's got help from above. Mar has to watch his head, maybe put on a helmet, man. There's dangers of falling objects and falling bullets back from Silo.
Yeah. Falling Moddy is a possibility as well. Looks like it will be avoided for the time being, though, as Mar just maintains that one kill, and Copenhagen Flames will back away from that position. Look instead to progress into the ramp room where Dreamer is situated. I wouldn't be wanting to go there after that pistol round from Dreamer, and he's certainly already finding kills for his team. Not looking in any danger, because it's just Moddy all alone, and Dreamer going to find the fourth. He's going to let his teammate come in and finish off the kill. It is Red Star to get it. Dreamer just wants to keep himself alive. All 5 players alive for Team Fiend. That is exactly what you want.
Because now on the next one, where everyone's ecoing, well, you just get... well, no, not everyone's ecoing. Of course, they were saving up the money. But you do get a bonus round either way, Dan, because Mar has the MP9 now. He's going to just, you know, maybe get a kill. Maybe he dies. Either way, someone can save an AK for... if everyone survives, basically, you can save an AK from the enemy team. And not only did he not spend money on his weapon, well, he upgraded it for free, which is just free real estate all the way down. Let's see if Mark can, in fact, sacrifice himself for the greater good here with this MP9. That he does. I'm afraid he's not going to be able to pick up the AK, however, because there's 2 spry young terrorists there ready to take his life, just as he took theirs. But meanwhile, he's got the information here, Bubble. He knows there's people outside, and Secret is the place to be. You want to be finding heads real quick. He's taking it very, very relaxed, very passive. Just going out for little peeks, not much more. He knows that he's going to be baiting utility his way, and, well, the main attack should be going toward A main anyway. Time to tell your boys to set up a defensive perimeter around that area. And the A take is on with a player that's going to be bubble again in Vents, but Red Star, he's getting the kills with the AUG. I believe that was from Heaven. Still, though, 2 versus 2.
Certainly winnable, and look at the positioning as well for Bubble. He's going to be coming in through the hut. Moddy isn't watching for this. His teammate's taking him down either way. Now it's just a Cillian on the site who can't find the shots, and there's the crunch from Bubble. Team Fiend, they do win out the bit of that bonus round, don't they? And then you can see even just that FAMAS and the M4, they got upgraded into AK-47s off the back of that. They're looking strong on the CT side of Nuke early days, but it's, as I say, early days. Only 3 rounds played, and the Copenhagen Flames want to fight back as soon as they can.
But the weapon upgrades were done. AK-47s on Bubble and Dreamer. They didn't have those before the round started. And we're going to be seeing the terrorists just saving up some money for the next round. Deagles all around, and, well, if they get a bomb plant out of this, they'll be happy, but they're not off to a great start, are they? Red Star finds one of them through the smoke. Dirty little shot there. But the march toward B continues. Mar here to stop the march. Doesn't manage to spray them down on the re-aggression, and even has to fall back. There's the several angles we talked about earlier, but he decides, you know what, the Molotov is better at keeping pistols at bay. Let's just let Red Star take care of this. He was on the bomb site already, ready for the T's to explode through double doors. It's all down to a Cillian now in a 1 versus 4, where he already finds the first kill, but Red Star, he's got 3, and now Victor has 1 as well. Very nice. Team Fiend to get a 4th. As expected, Copenhagen Flames not managing to get either kills or bomb plants. That's going to be a blunder. But you know what? Now they have another full buy, and it's another opportunity to get some rounds.
Pause coming through. This is a tech pause, so just bear with us, and hopefully we'll be back into the action in just a moment, because Team Fiend are itching to take on the Copenhagen Flames in this next round again. I'm sure of it, because now it's the guns out for the Flames. They'll have everything they need. AWP should be coming through for Nico DOS as well. We do have Mar back in the server, so should be all ready to go. Maybe just a round restart. We'll wait and see. But as in, not restarting the round. I mean, just, you know, restarting the round so all the economy's in the right position.
Yeah, gotta get Match Medic in here.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's needed, because I think Mar went down either way, so he wouldn't have had anything. I think we're probably okay.
Man, I remember trying to sort this issue out, like, without any fancy server plugins. At official, like, sort of competitions, LAN, we would just be going, okay, now you guys knife all of us, and then in the next one, we full buy, and then we all die on middle, and then we, like,
I remember,
just eco buy on the next.
I think it was Team Liquid who had to do that, like a big tournament as well against another team. I don't remember what it was. And it was on Nuke like, as well, I'm pretty sure.
Like, plugins did exist. We were just too lazy to sort of set them up. But fucking official competitions, Dan, that's unacceptable.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Match Medic died or something.
Oh,
so they had to, like,
okay.
So basically, literally, they were
as a last-ditch effort. That's fine, yeah.
Yeah, they had to, like, go through the game exactly as it happened, like throw in utility and. Oh, Jesus, Red Star. That's dirty. Such a dirty boy, and I don't like it. I love it. That's certainly a very nice flashbang as well. Everyone's just so dirty, gross.
Disgusting. Good thing there's a decontamination station there toward the B site. They're going to have to use it at some point. Get those dirty plays out of their skin as, well, there's a bit of a dirty angle from Dreamer. Yet again, his gun's poking out, I think. And yeah, there you go. Madi spots out the gun barrel, gets the kill, and even picks up the AK-47 as the bomb should get planted here. And there is a little bit of CT defense remaining, but they're all on ramp here, Dan. The 3 of them just emerging from the same angle. This is a recipe for disaster, as Copenhagen Flames have seemingly cemented their first round here. But Kobe Bryant would
it.
be proud of that one. Victor gets the initial kill, and now the retake is on since it's a even Steven sort of man count. But they do have just a little bit of time here. 10 seconds to get onto the bomb as there's 16 left. The first spray down goes through. 2 versus 2. They know someone is in dark, but they're running out of time. 7 seconds left on the bomb, and that's going to be it. Nodios finds the final frag required as Red Star can't get him on the exit, and that's going to be 4th. Well, a 1 round for Copenhagen Flames, as we did see 4 in a row from Team Fiend. And a dirty, dirty beginning from both sides here. Look at both of these kills. Come on! Ridiculous. That was just clean.
That nade just...
That ain't dirty. That's just
him in
clean.
the face.
It's like he was trying to capture a Pokemon from like halfway across the stadium.
Who's that Pokemon? It's Sicilian!
Asilian!
What would Sicilian's Pokemon attacks be? Sicilian used Flashbang Peak.
Asilian used...
Yeah, but you just get shot through a smoke 3 rounds in a row.
Super effective. It was Yabi every time?
I think so.
Because I know they've been getting the outside kills. Oh no, Madi, you don't want to be doing...
Yeah, that's
that. This is been starting to be countered. People actually putting themselves as the CTs into here, but that does leave A lot more exposed. However, once you're in here, you might as well be the B defender, and well, Bubble does get 1 kill, and even his teammate dies in the fire. Nodios was too quick with that Molotov, and Mar was a bit too brave standing in there trying to take the gunfight. Not sure what he was thinking. Still, though, 2 terrorists left, and they have the man advantage. Team Fiends do. The Bulgarians might just get this done, but the bomb surely will be planted as the Molotov really does keep one of the T's in action, but that's going to be not for long. Nodios goes down, as does his friend, and there we go. Team Fiend with the defuse. No 2 rounds in a row for the Danes, I'm afraid.
That sucks. I mean, obviously this is the Copenhagen Flames map pick. Obviously, Fiend are on the CT side, the more favoured side. But if you're the Copenhagen Flames, you want to be trying to get some rounds up soon. You want like 4 or 5 at least on this T side.
Well, double op setup now for Team Fiend. And a 0 op set. No! Nakotos gets the AWP last second. There we go. Thought it was going to go for the AK straight up. The pause has concluded, and we'll be seeing what Yabi wants to buy up as well. I doubt it's going to be an AWP. You usually only go single op on T sides.
I'd like to thank everyone for taking that pause while I sneezed.
I hope you muted yourself correctly.
I
heard
did.
the whole thing, of course,
Yeah.
but, you know.
Yeah, I muted myself. Everything. So, professional and all that, but... What is it? These last few days, Sermon. First maps of the games, I've been sneezing so much.
Yeah, it's almost like we're doing early morning content every day.
True, true.
Not sure how that would be connected to sneezing, but, you know, I'm sure there's something.
Maybe a high-end pollen count in the mornings, who knows?
Not just dust as you walk around the apartment. Anyway, Nakotos gets the initial frag, entry kill from ramp. Never see those, but Mar with the triple. Okay, that's 1 kill for every letter in his name, and Nakotos takes him down straight after, but the damage has been done, I'm afraid. 2 terrorists left alive versus the 3 CTs, and the bomb has been downed. And Nodios looking like he's expecting the flank, but Bubble expects that he expects the flank, so he kills him, Dan.
Yeah, what a heartless being. This barrel is very long, though, for Nikodos, so Victor knows exactly where he is. And as he swings around, gets the kill, 6 on the board for Fiend. This is really not looking fun for Copenhagen Flames. I may retract my statement and go for a 2-0 Fiend.
Typical caster bias, of course. Good start on CT side of Nuke after winning the pistol, and then, you know, maybe 2-0 Fiend now.
Yeah. Well,
GG.
it's looking so clean.
Ooh, this is looking good for Copenhagen Flames, though. They entry, get Victor. He was all alone, and Bubble finally dies as well. Their setup they had that was very aggressive toward other parts of the map left A kind of exposed, and, well, they're punishing this now, Copenhagen Flames. They know that this is not something that should be happening, and Red Star and Dreamer, they know they shouldn't be there. The nade knocks them down to 42 HP and 43, respectively. This round's over. And all Copenhagen Flames had to do was buy a bunch of zoomy zoom SMG boys and walk on into that A bomb site. No chance in hell, as they're going to be saving at this point, Dan.
Okay, never mind. Copenhagen Flames 2-0.
Yeah, Copenhagen. Let's go. Now that we know they can just do that, this is replicatable. You know, you can do this every single round. Of course, you can't because the counter terrorists are going to change up their positions. They're going to be expecting aggression from A. And yeah, it took a while for Copenhagen Flames to catch on to the dirty, dirty tricks of the Bulgarians. But you know what? Better late than never. And they net themselves a second round. Still not too late to make something happen in this half.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still going for the Fiend 2-1 in this series. I still think Copenhagen Flames have plenty of time to come back in this first map. Obviously, they're on T side. That's favored side. Seen some pretty skewed halves recently. Although Nuke has become more and more even.
Yeah, it's just been going like into the meta a lot more ever since Vertigo was introduced, right? I mean,
Yeah.
all the teams suddenly started going, wait, hold up, this Nuke map is pretty fun though, right? I really like that that's happened, and I'm looking forward to the Vertigo games getting better and better as you know, Ancient is forced into the map pool.
Yeah, ram it right in on there.
All those CIS teams that were good at train. What are you gonna play now? Pick and choose. Vertigo or Ancient? What are you owing about?
Setup, the CT side.
There we go. You got one outside, you got one on ramp. You can leave the rifles to fend for themselves on A. No more Mac 10 pressure that can happen from Copenhagen Flames just walking onto that A bomb site. You got the whole thing squared away as we go into the 9th here. Bit of aggression coming out of Bubble. Oh my gosh, this is exciting. He's seeing that lobby is completely clear. He knows that there's players out either outside or ramp, and since there's players ramp, he knows they're outside, right? So this B aggression is coming in hot, and the rotation has to be even faster, but is it coming? I can't tell by the minimap, Dan.
Got 4 players down towards Decon from the Flames. And we're already about to get that plant down. Look at those angry men. He was in the site. He has been taken down, though. Yeah, but that was a clean kill and a much-needed kill as well. Don't know if Ma was making steps, but Yabby seemed aware about that. And are Fiend just going to save this one? 4v5 retake?
Copenhagen Flames, they do it. They just walk into a bomb site again, Dan. They just changed the letters from A to B. It works. The system works.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what nobody always said to me. Nobody ever said that
always
to me,
doesn't hold true in game theory, I'm afraid.
No?
You do want to be changing stuff up. I can walk you through the game theory of rock, paper, scissors if you want, but in general, you don't want to be doing the same strategy over and over. You want to be changing it up, and they change it from bomb site A to bomb site B, and Team Fiend's defense is going to have to really adjust yet again, 2 rounds in a row, Dan.
Ooh, cheeky. Very cheeky indeed. I said that Copenhagen Flames had be wanting to get maybe 5 or so rounds on this T side to be giving themselves a chance on the CT. Yeah, it's looking very doable. Obviously, still got 5 rounds to play with here. Or is it 6? Math is hard. 6 rounds to play with here, and it is just a Cillian going straight in. You're burning, man. You're burning. Stop stepping forward into the flames.
20 HP. The bullets got him as well. Oh, he's down the vents. There you go. Safe and sound.
He's a very, very lucky boy.
And Monty just sort of rolls up with 100 HP like, hey, yo, dude, what's up?
What's cooking?
What smells like burnt beef in here? As they start to push in, and Bubble, well, a bit aggressive there, tries to deny the terrorists. The action will go down as Nodios finds another entry. A 5 versus 3 setup now. The B bomb site seemingly capitulated, but the CTs are still trying to hold on. It's going to be Dreamer and Dark, but Red Star, the other opera, has just lost his life, and now it's time to do some very much frag movie-esque action if he wants to make it out of that corner alive. But yeah, Victor and his backup just might find the flank onto these T's if they're not careful. But Nodios is, and now, well, they know where the last guy is. They can just sort of swing on him and plant the bomb as well. Copenhagen Flames, I mean, they just sort of do it again, don't they? They just run toward Secret and get the bomb down.
And now this is starting to look a little bit difficult for the Fiend side because Copenhagen Flames are closing in. Oh no, they're closing in. What does that mean? It means they're going to have a very strong T half, and Team Fiend, well, I don't really rate their T side of Nuke that highly. It's not very good, as far as I remember. I'll double check though. Yeah, they are plenty better on the CT side compared to the T side. Who would have guessed? And well, that means that if Copenhagen Flames are able to get a pretty even scoreline going into this second half, Team Fiend are going to be in a lot of pain, even if it's just like an 8-7 or something. You want to be keeping Copenhagen Flames towards that 5 or 6 rounds, really, I'd guess. That's sort of where you want to be as a sort of Team Fiend side, having a few rounds of buffer. Just so you can sort of sustain, obviously, a few rounds not going your way.
Yeah, you always want to have that buffer there. As this last-ditch effort before they have to eco comes in, but a speedy execute once again, Dan! Toward the A-bomb site, there's only one defender on top of Hut. There's also one in sight and one in Heaven now, as the rotates have come in, but that second player on site's gone down, and Heaven is smoked off. They're going to be throwing their nades in there as usual, and the CTs are used to this. It's going to be 4 terrorists left alive, and Bubble tries to equalize the situation, but Asilian gets him out, as Heaven has been bombarded yet again. I assume that's how Asilian died. A 2 versus 2 now, with the bomb not having been planted, and Red Star in main with a player also in Heaven. Well, it's time for the B-bomb side, Dan. You can just drop down here. The Molotov will sort of delay the rotations, but Dreamer has the faster rotation here toward ramp. And he's going to be spotting out the planter far away in the right corner. He thinks it's behind Silo, but he thinks better of it. Nikotos gets it from control. And it's Red Star, who's anything but in control in this round. Has to actually get 2 kills, but Nikotos knows where he is. And that's going to be an easy shot for him. He gets those all day. Copenhagen Flames, they seem unstoppable with this new, fast approach to rounds.
They just can't stop. They won't stop. And Team Fiend now are going to be left with just pistols in this round. Nothing much really to say about this one. If they could pick it up, it would be huge. But the chances of that one, Sermon, are not a very... I wouldn't be taking bets, honestly, personally, on whether Team Fiend win this round. I think with just the pistols. Especially considering there's no 5-7 that we've seen is very powerful. Instead of 5-7, I maybe rate them a little bit higher.
I'm glad that that's your default beam pistol now and not the dualies. The dualies still have a nice spot in your heart, I assume, though.
Ring of Flames have already found the opening kill. So everything's looking good for the Flames here to tie up the scoreline, which is quite a contrast to what we've seen in early days here. Team Fiend just haven't been able to sort of adapt to what the Flames are throwing at them. Asilian really trying to tap off that head, but Bubble is just about staying in safety. There is a play behind. That's Moddy, who has just spotted him go towards the hut, and he's going to have a lot of fun here, I think. Unless his teammate eats it all up instead. Oh, okay. Moddy has had 0 fun.
I'm sure he'll find his groove eventually. Get himself out of that 1 kill, 10 death rut. Certainly not the player that we were sort of bigging him up to be, right? but he's done superbly on previous showings. And Copenhagen Flames are having a pretty good T side anyway, so what if Madi is just entering? I wasn't paying attention to who was entering, so, you know, maybe he just dies first every time. Maybe he's sacrificing himself for the greater good, Dan.
You know
This
what?
is all
I'll have
possible.
a quick look.
Reporting now from the analyst desk, it's Dan Chan. Dan Chan, how's the analysis out there?
Yeah, he's just dying first a lot, honestly.
There you go.
Quite often, just
Well, that usually means because they're all going together somewhere. That means there's refrags coming in, right? So he's assisting.
quite often. There's a few times he's been left in late round situations and not really found much. So
Oh well.
take it with a pinch of salt.
Yeah, we can't do live statistics here. We're too busy reading the kill feed to really analyze the situations really in depth. But, you know, gotta make do with what you have. As we go into this quite speedy round yet again, Asilian making his way down the ventilators, and that's going to be Red Star aware of his situation. He knows that he can't be going onto the B side. Of course, those doors make quite a lot of noise, so he just has to hold the angle, and he doesn't expect him to be already in the corner. Actually, he does, but doesn't matter. Asilian gets the kill anyway, and well, that's going to be the advantage still in the hands of Team Fiend, because elsewhere on the map, the kills do go their way, and it's Bubble to finish off this B aggression. Copenhagen Flames, they thought they were safe in secret, but that secret has been leaked, I'm afraid. 1 versus 4 for Nikodos, and there's just no way he can get it done. But it seems the Team Fiend are somewhat adapted now. The faster strategies not quite working out as well as before.
Nice little shot there from Nico. Doesn't really amount to much more than just a nice little shot, though. Copenhagen Flames can't take the lead just yet. Fiend will stay in control of that, and if they secure these last 2 rounds as well, Fiend, they are in a very nice position going forwards.
Alright, let's look what they have for us. AUG on Mar, that's going to be useful. But AWPs on both sides, of course. As we go into the fast outside play, looks like they were trying to go toward main, but now toward hell. Red Star actually gets a bit of damage done on the way out, and now there's 2 CTs in heaven waiting for some kind of T presence, which just isn't coming because they're going back into secret, but it's your boy Mar holding them back at the stairs. Only good for 1 kill, I'm afraid, but still we're finding ourselves in a 3 versus 2 scenario with the T's once again aggressing toward a different bomb site. It's going to be toward A. They're just playing a really hectic style where they keep changing attack positions, and it's not working out, I'm afraid. It worked out for a little while there in the first half, but, you know, I think that strat has expired somewhat. Dreamer gets it done in the end. 3 versus 1 was unwinnable for the Copenhagen Flame side as the Bulgarians pick up an 8th. I think Copenhagen Flames are already happy with what they managed to accomplish on their sort of death march that they'd had for a few rounds there, where they sort of marched onto several bomb sites and kept changing attack positions and all that. But maybe that's all been countered now. Maybe Team Fiend have their number at this juncture as we go into the final round of this half. And it's, what do you know, a speedy execute toward Adan.
Yeah, well, they're trying
Not
to go
going
back
well.
to Old Faithful. Not worked out at all, really. They've been completely slaughtered. That is not what they had in mind.
Way more people like present in the immediate sort of vicinity of the site, and also the players that are playing on A, they're much more actually ready for the rushing attacks, right? In the first sort of couple of rounds, they would put 1 player in vent, for example, and that guy couldn't help with the A push at all. And now it's Cillian actually finding a kill, but Red Star does trade him out. So a brief glimmer of hope there for the Copenhagen Flames, but I'm afraid with Nikodos on the AWP in this exposed position, giving away his position, in fact, can't really get anything done. Dreamer had his angle and his number. 9-6, the final score line, as we await to see what the pistol round holds in the next. What did you think of this whole half, Dan?
Still a winnable game in this first map for Fiend, which is more than I expected. I was expecting Copenhagen Flames to maybe have a bit of a blowout here. If they're on T side, maybe take the lead at halftime. That's sort of how I was expecting this to go. But Team Fiend have showed up. They've put up some decent rounds on the CT side, obviously assisted by the fact they picked up the pistol round as well. So take that into account. But
Exactly.
yeah, certainly a winnable situation here as they switch now over to the attack. Copenhagen Flames might just run away with things, though. We'll have to wait and see how this transpires as we head into the pistol round. 5 sets of armor for the Flames. No kit for them. Plenty of utility, though, for Fiend. They have a few flashbangs, a smoke, a molly, and a HE as well, I think, which have been dumped quite early. Brazilian's been caught out. Mark and Dreamer, they are just entering in, and Dreamer, a second shot coming through as well for him. Yabby meets his maker, and it's not pretty. Bubbles doing the same towards the yard as well.
Bubble gets that nice double. And just, yeah, Mar with these entries. Dreamer as well helping from the squeaky area. From the hut area. Just insane sights. I wonder who they stole that strat from. Well, of course, it wasn't that original of an idea. The Rush A is old faithful for myself as well in matchmaking. They never defended that. It's very good. Copenhagen Flames aren't feeling that good. They have to go into this round with just Deagles and a CZ-75. They have armor and helmet. That'll defend them from the likes of the SMGs, but let's see how they can defend this A bomb site, which doesn't even seem to be the point of entry for the terrorists. For now, they're just going to be splitting between secret and ramp unless they change their minds last second, as these pesky terrorists tend to do. Mar, of course, faking some presence toward secret. He emerges back up, so maybe they just go into hell after this. No, still sneaking on down. Still trying to attack that B bomb site. Knowing there's a player up close, that gives Bubble the opportunity, and he will capitalize, getting the extra money for that kill, and also mollying off, of course, control room, where sneaky counter-terrorist has pushed through, even gets the kill onto Victor. But Yabi's now all stuck and all alone and manages to find a second kill as well. That's more than Copenhagen Flames could have expected out of his position, but the rest of the positions kind of capitulate a little bit. And Red Star, well, why was he there? Why was Asilian thinking, why is he still at the top of vent when his teammates are taking B? Makes no sense, but he does get the kill in the end. 11 for the Bulgarians.
This is certainly a great boost to the Team Fiend side. Obviously, getting this pistol round, getting the follow-ups, allows you that bit of extra safety. Especially considering Copenhagen Flames, once they get rolling, they are really going to come knocking for the Team Fiend. Actually, they won't even be knocking, they'll just be busting the doors down. As they've actually not even lost anyone towards the yard there and been able to pick up Galil. Marsh trying to lock things down with the Mac-10, trying to deny them as much as he can. He has brought it into the advantage for Team Fiend, so they should be able to lock this round down from now. Just depends whether Nodios fancies saving this Galil or whether they're just going to try and inflict as much damage as possible.
Really rare that we see a player in T-spawn when the bomb has been planted, but, Madi, 6 HP, has to get it done. No, he doesn't. That would have been 2 headshots required for the kill, I'm afraid, plus a body shot maybe as well. I forget exactly how much the USP does to the head, but definitely not as doable as if he had a 5-7 or something to that effect. Either way, we'll be going into the next after the eco round. The Copenhagen Flames, the Danes, they got the money down. The Kodo's on the op and Asilian on the AUG. The utility looking good across the board, except for the Opera, of course, as we head on over into the 19th round. And let's see if the Bulgarians can actually continue their win streak here. That would be quite sick for their chances of winning this pick of the Copenhagen Flames.
Nice opening shot. Nico has given the Copenhagen Flames that man advantage, a desperate man advantage as well. As if you lose this one, you're really going to be up against it. It'll be 14-6 before you could buy up again. Of a Red Star. Important trade kill to find has caught Nico over on the other side of the map. He was repositioning to try and get an angle on a different player, but Red Star was waiting for him. And now 4-on-4, Copenhagen Flames, they had that man advantage. Does it slip away from them now in this round? Is Modi with
There's
that
no one.
AWP going to be able to stand up to the task? Are these rifles going to be enough?
There's no one defending this B bomb site, if I'm not mistaken. There's just a guy on ramp. So definitely this bomb can just get planted. They even have a couple of smokes on Red Star and Dreamer. But they're going to be giving away their positions. The Molotovs come in, and now Madi knows he's locked away from the action. Ooh, could have even seen him on the cross, but not enough space for a kill, I'm afraid, as, well, Cillian gets dominated by a couple of players there toward ramp. The retake from the T's is coming in, as Madi is just surrounded on all sides. Nothing he could have done there, I'm afraid. And that's going to be the sign for the Copenhagen Flames that this round is just not theirs, I'm afraid. To 13 for Team Fiend. And the Danes, they're starting to run out of time and opportunity, Dan.
Well, this is not what I expected. You can't have these slow starts. Like, they had the slow start on the T side. They've had a slow start now on the CT side. They might not even have a start on the CT side, really.
Yeah. What if it's a never starter?
Yeah. Like, you forgot to put fuel in the tank.
God, I knew I forgot something.
Yeah.
But of course, we're not on fuel power here. This is a nuclear power plant.
True.
The cleanest form of energy, no matter what the hippies tell you, Dan. The Chernobyl disaster was a terrible PR for nuclear energy, but it's safe, I swear. Fukushima, ditto, but, you know. Can't think of many other forms of energy production that, you know, just buries all of its waste in sort of a safe and healthy way. Usually the trash ends up in nature, but not with nuclear waste. You can't do that. It's
Well,
illegal.
yeah, I mean,
But
yeah, it's legal. Doesn't mean it hasn't ended up in nature, right? Does it?
no, they bury it in massive underground
Yeah.
vaults. It doesn't leak anywhere, because if it did, that would just be
No.
like thousands of years of
Yeah. I mean,
terrible stuff going on in that
that's
side.
what they
So,
do now.
oh, well, yeah, that's what they do now, obviously. But you know,
Yeah.
I think we should be pivoting more toward this. I'd rather see this than I don't know, solar energy or something. That's just, you have to dig up a lot of minerals to use that. It's not as environmentally sound as people would have you believe, Dan. Political agendas aside, though, we are here on the 20th round, and we'll be seeing Team Fiend taking a peek toward ramp, but not that much. They want to be contesting here. Madi already on the angle, as they may just be setting up for some form of an A take here, waiting for the CTs to push, but it's not going to be happening, and it's down to the Ts to make the first move.
Copenhagen Flames, you have a pretty solid buy-up in this round. You see the 4M4s, the FAMAS. Saving those couple guns in the prior has allowed this to come through a little bit better. Is that going to be enough, though? Because, yeah, I mean, obviously gun v gun, Fiend came out on top in that previous round. Despite Nikodos finding the opening with the AWP, so is it going to be enough without? That's what I'm wondering. Bubble sneaks his way in towards main. Nodios is watching. I'm pretty sure I saw the foot there. I'm sure we'll have called that out to his teammates just to be careful. And definitely now spotting the barrel, he'll get that kill.
Ooh.
And that is a vital kill as well, because that seals off that crunch in towards the A site. Cillian as well towards Garage can now freely just spam through the C towards the squeaky door. And with Nodios in the site still alongside Nico Dos, they are just finding everybody. Red Star now last alive, and these M4s working out a treat for the Copenhagen Flames. Even a player behind you. No escape for Red Star, and an AWP recovered as well.
Well, that's something. That's a start. Let's see if they can string several rounds together here. That would just be delightful for the Danes, as their money is really not improving to any kind of noteworthy extent. They'll be getting a full buy with three players sort of with enough money to secure a buy in the next, but that does just mean that two players have to survive if they have a feeling they won't be able to win this one. Might just peace out a bit early. Either way, we'll be going toward a bit of an outside take for the T's, as the rest of the squad will be holding the fort down here in lobby. But yeah, those outside smokes, those were all fake. Those were all a ruse. Just Mar lurking toward the outside. Maybe going to be helping them out with the A-take once it comes in. But Nikodos, he's not seen any action. So he's starting to egg them on a little bit, make them afraid that some kind of a ramp rush will be coming in. And as Mar emerges from his lurk position, Cillian gets the frag. That's going to be the headshot, and also a rush toward ramp. Madi, however, helping out from Hell. There's so many people here on ramp, 3 of them, to hold back these terrorists pushing. It's just undoable. Team Fiend, they capitulate, Dan. Copenhagen Flames, they had their number.
They
A slow
rotated
start.
so quickly.
Yeah. They were
They knew
expecting
that was
present
coming.
there.
Yeah.
And that's so weird because, like, the Molotov was thrown really deep after not seeing anything, right? Nikodos just throws a molly, and then at that point you rotate counter-terrorists in to help out with ramp? It's sus. Works out, though.
Oh, Muddy on the up. Nice opening. Gets a second as well. He's sticking around. He wants a bit more. Has Nico Dos for assistance. Double ups towards ramp are going to be tearing it up, but Bubble has now been able to catch Muddy. That's the secondary up going down, and that's a up for Bubble as well. Not really a weapon you want him to upgrade into in this situation. If you could find some more damage, that'd be nice. If you could save it into the next round, that'd be even nicer, because Team Fiend don't really have a buy in that next round. Well,
Yeah,
it was only 2400.
It was only a matter of time before Team Fiend's bubble burst.
I hate you.
I love
so
it.
yeah, I mean, if he can carry this up into next round, he can certainly find. Never mind. He's dead. He's gone.
Bubble has
He's
been
out.
burst.
Yeah.
This is 2001 all over again. And 2008. And 2021 coming soon, guys. Bubbles bursting all over the place, as we're going to be seeing Team Fiend just saving up their money, their measly 2K in the bank, as the Deagles do come out to play. Bubble even with some armor, but that's going to be it for the Bulgarians in this one. A speedy strategy coming in, I would hope so. But no, instead they are splitting up. Red Star dying toward the outside, as he did technically have Mar helping him out from Silo, but Bubble had no one helping them out there. He was in the corner, and Madi just sprays a stream of bullets into his face. The rest of the T's, they can't help out. They can't get the refrag, and it's a 3 versus 5. They're going to have this one, they're going to have a lot to work with here, you know. Madi, easy frags for him.
Well, that's not something you see every day. A round with just the pistols going the way it should do. With the CTs just slamming them down, choke slamming them to the ground, and... Oh! Okay.
By God! It's Mar with the steel chair! Gets one kill.
Oh, from the top rope!
Just waiting for Richard Lewis's theme song to kick in. As it goes to, what was it, DreamHack 2014? Ooh.
One of them.
Shout out to Load Up. And shout out to the namesake of this tournament, Dan, Loot.BET. You can head over there. You can use codes Loot or Manila. They're both somewhere below the stream, I'm sure. Gets you some nice sign-up bonuses. You can do daily quests and all that jazz. It's a good place to be. And this map is not a good place to be for Mar. He just gets picked outside. Bubble as well. Nikoto's with a nice double onto Bubble. 3 versus 5 very early into the round, and with a minute 30, like, what does the Copenhagen Flames have to even do? They just have to hold angles as Team Fiend will scramble for any kind of an advantage they can still find, but I'm afraid none will be available. This is a winning endgame position here for the Copenhagen Flames.
Yeah, Nico Dos has just gotten away. Those 2 kills, just leaves. Doesn't need to stick around, doesn't need to give them a way back into this one. As Modi with the M4 towards ramp. As Dreamer just inches away and has a Cillian for a bit of support, and that bait is just beautiful. Dreamer had no idea, was never checking for that. This is just a bit of a shutdown there. Yabby with the final 2. Clean headshots on that AK.
Of course, it was the 2 kills of Nikotos that made this the winnable position that it was. As we head on over into the next, 25 is the round number. And is it round number as well in itself? That's a nice little coincidence there. But Team Fiend, they're not buying up. They're saving their money for the next. A half buy coming in here. 3 Deagles and a CZ and a Tech 9. What are they good for? Rush A. Victor gets one onto a Cillian all the way into CT. That's one of the rotators done and dusted, but not the A defense, I'm afraid. Red Star on the edge of this smoke actually finds a low HP Nodios, and it's all down to Yabby, who's on top of Hut. Will spot out Red Star as soon as that smoke dissipates, and there's not enough help around. Meanwhile, the other terrorists, they're heading their way toward ramp and toward B. Will these CT defenders come in time? No, they won't. They were still set up for the A retake. Now they have to relocate down to B, and it's a 3 versus 3.
And there's going to be a flank towards ramp as well, I fear, from Red Star. But he might need to get his skates on a little bit, because with his teammate dying inside of the site, there's only 1 player left to try and hold them back. And a smoke being dropped on the bomb. Careful not to throw it off the edge of the platform. And there's the teammate gone. Leaves it all to Red Star, who has no chance in this one. Modi with 3 does lock down the Copenhagen Flames 12th. But it got a little bit scary there, didn't it? Those Deagles, those pistols, causing a bit of carnage, making Copenhagen Flames a little uneasy.
Still, though, rounds around.
Yeah.
And several rounds in a row here have netted them quite a bit of money to fall back on. Nikoto's, after buying, has $14,700 reduced sitting in the bank account, just doing nothing. As he's about to hit his account limit of 16,000. So Team Fiend with one of the final chances to get themselves going here on their T side. They were off to a good start, but once again, Copenhagen Flames, they wake up halfway through a half. Quarter way through the game, 3/4 this time, as they start pushing outside. Team Fiend do. The Molotov is about to expire, though, in secret, and does the AWP go up for the peak? Of course it does. And Cillian's ready on the edge of the smoke as well. Spots out the shadow, gets Bar. That's going to be the T's a bit distracted by that death. Will now be setting their sights towards secret, where player just threw a Molotov out, but he's not going to be peeking out. Instead, it's going to be Modi to pick up Bubble, and that's going to be a double onto ramp. And Red Star can't even equalize the situation here. Only 2 terrorists left, and Copenhagen Flames, they're going to be tying this one up 13-13. Both pistols for Team Fiend, by the way. Oof, as the kids say. Oof, not a yikes guy. But I do like a good yikes when it's very appropriate. Never was a fan of this ain't it, Chief. That one never sat right with me. It's a bit of a soy phrase, Dan. Exactly. Ever played? Well, which Halos did you play? Because I never played any of them. Never had the original Xbox then. Yeah, you're about that age. Speedy execute into the A-bomb site now. Yabby on top of HUD gets the first, and the T's are not fast enough to refrag. He's going to be allowed a third. Meanwhile, of course, Nikodos helps him out, and yeah, this push from Team Fiend, while it was fast, it fails just as quickly, leaving Red Star all alone in the AWP. Can't get much done. Still, 1 versus 3. If he manages to get the bomb down onto B, get the initial frag, make it a 1 versus 2, he can maybe make it an exciting round yet. But Nuke, bomb side B, not exactly known for its terribly good after plant positions. And he just made some noise, so he's going to start running. And lucky for him, no CTs around as far as I can tell.
No CTs around, so nice little outcome in the 1 versus 3, but
Yeah, they have Molotovs, 2 Molotovs, in fact, so they can just molly both sides of the ramp now and smoke the bomb. So, Red Star, I would just be saving the big green if I was you, bud. Especially after the first miss, but manages to make it out of there. Yabi knows where he's going, though. He might get you in the back. Ooh, the KZ, it's just too good. The air strafing on point, Dan. He saves the AWP into the next, but at what cost? Copenhagen Flames, they just took the lead. And it looks like the 16th round is not far behind.
I understand why Red Star does that. Obviously, you get the $800 for the bomb plant, as well as the fact that Red Star surviving with that up, he still gets economy through as well.
No, like a 1 versus 3, that's the best case scenario for him. Like, I wasn't expecting him to be competitive in here. It was a very good play. Nikodos, he's gotten doubles from this position before, now just the initial frag, but that's still gonna be plenty enough, as that's all Copenhagen Flames needs to feel safe in this one. Team Feed down a man, what did they do?
Well, they've got to try and equalize it, haven't they? Get a kill.
Whoa.
That's what they have to do.
Okay, never thought of that one. That makes sense, though. That makes sense. I like you, Dan. You know a lot about this game.
Yeah, it's why I'm here, honestly. Just bringing the analytical game to the party. Giving you all of these hot takes. And I'm sure some very cold takes as well.
Well, Nikodos was certainly cold, knocking another terrorist out of the Bulgarian lines as, well, the Sicilian knows that there was some presence towards Secret, but that they're not showing up, giving Nikodos just enough information to make a little info peek out of locker room, but he's a bit worried that the T's have gotten a bit too close there, so he's falling off, not taking the aggressive angles. Doesn't need to. It's a 5 versus 3, Dan. These T's, they have no chance unless they get the entries onto A and they're crisp as hell. But Asilian's the only crisp boy on the server at the moment. Yabi as well in the hut area takes down Bubble. That's going to be the end of the round with Nikodos getting the final kill onto his Opera counterpart. This is going to be the 15th round for the Danes, and surely just one away from the 16-13. Come on, man. This is not going well for Team Fiend on their T side.
No, it's really not. I mean,
Entry
coming
kills
into
are
this, I
just too
did
strong.
call Copenhagen Flames to win this map. I did say it'd probably be a bit more comfortable than this, but yeah, Copenhagen Flames had a rough start to both halves, and now they are stepping up and doing what they need to do to bring it to probably a third map, because I fear Team Fiend should have the second map on lockdown as Nico Doss having a bit of a duel towards the yard. Misses a couple of shots, but it's a 1-for-1. So Team Fiend, there's still space to work with here. And a lot of space towards ramp to work with. Moddy, he's left his post. He's left it unguarded. And now look at the space that these T's have in that direction. But Moddy's space that he's given up has gotten him a kill on towards Victor. But look at where the T's are. They're already down towards this B site. Asilian, he's lurking over towards Secret with a good old buddy. That's Yabi. The bomb planted. Red Star's a little bit out of this one. Planted down towards B. Copenhagen Flames starting to retake A? No, they've got 2 players down lower. Dreamer goes 1 for 1. Needs his teammate to trade out, and that's exactly what Bubba will do. Just needs to hold on until Red Star gets here, as he's now over by the ramp room. And where's the bomb planted? It's not really planted for ramp, so they need to stop them getting towards the site here, or at least leave Bubble alive so that he can deny the plants. Red Star needs to take a bit of the contact, and Nodios being spotted. He can't find the kill, though. He's left his teammate for dead, and it's just all up towards Modi, who has no chance in this round. Team Fiend will stay alive. 14 on the board. 1 more for OT.
Certainly looks like a possibility. The T's getting us into OTs, maybe, as we'll be comparing the snipers here real quick. Yep, Nikoto's definitely better. I've done the math. The caster math checks out. The entry kills as well. We've seen them before. That double he got outside with the AWP that one time basically just won them the round right then and there. He has been the superior opera in this situation, but still an almost tied-up scoreline, and OT already knocking on the doors as outside has been taken. The terrorists going aggressive. The initial kill goes Victor and Red Star. They do find theirs, that. This is starting to look like OT.
Not if Nodios has anything to say about it. Clean kill onto Red Star, gets away alive, and they have kits, Copenhagen Flames. No bomb plant yet, but if it gets to that, they have the exact weaponry, or exact utility that would help out with that. Modi again towards the stairs position near Hell. Waiting to see if he can spot a T. Instead it's Mar who spots Yabi, trying to fish for intel towards Lobby. And Mar, he'll find a double. This is OT all over her. And it's Modi. 1 versus 3 to try and stop that from happening. He's had a bit of a mixed game. He's had a strong second half. And now he needs to really step up to the task. A play towards Garage that he's going to just sneak on by. He knows Mar was towards the lobby, who's now vacated from that position. He'll hear the steps towards the yard, and that's because Team Fiend, they're going to collect the bomb. But Victor, oh, he's in towards the garage, and Modi, as he doubles back on himself, will walk right into Victor's crosshair.
The knife, not the best weapon of choice for that kind of engagement. I wouldn't have taken it out, certainly. As we'll be going into overtime, of course. A little bit of a look at the standings here. I believe it was Madi and Yabi with 2 kills at the end of the first half. Now, very comfortably sitting on 17 and 11. Definitely a good half for Madi there in the second. As, of course, our analysis, which was quickly done, of course, so take it with a grain of salt, did conclude that Madi was the first guy dying because he was entrying. So don't roast him too hard, though I'm not sure what Yabi's excuse was. And there we go, Nikoto's. Ding, 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 ding. The jackpot is hit 3 in a row. Hopefully this doesn't mean he disappears. We're not playing by Tetris rules here, as he does have the most top kills, the most kills in general, and the most entries. Very impactful player. But for all his efforts, OT is all he has to show for it. Let's see who wins this one.
I think Yabi's excuse is probably going to be getting shot through to the smokes early game.
There you go.
Yeah. But first map of the day, Sermon. First OT of the day. Close first map. Team Fiend still in this one after a very dominant second half from the Copenhagen Flames then. Nice shot from Dreamer though. Starts this off well for the T side, and a second onto the AWP as well. Does put Team Fiend in a very nice advantage. Nodios, too many angles to watch there. He's spinning like a, I don't know, destabilized gyroscope.
Let's see if Vasilian has the stability in mind to get out of that ladder fast. It doesn't actually capitalize, and it looks like the T's were ready for it anyway. Mar looking for the kill, but won't find it as he scurries away in the ventilation shaft. Very Half-Life-esque. As Yabi, well, this ladder... Okay! Dreamer! Looking at just the wrong angle at the wrong time, I'm afraid. Ooh, but Yabi, he's making this exciting, actually. He finds the kill, but his friend, he dies in main, leaving it a 1 versus 2. And he's just going to be sticking it, not expecting Victor to be on the same angle, and slow little peek there toward the end does net Team Fiend the first round of overtime, as Copenhagen Flames will, of course, reinvest into this one. They're not running out of money anytime soon. and we'll be seeing what they can deliver in this one.
Man, my body is really not enjoying the early morning. I'm sneezing. I'm having to blow my nose all the time.
Man,
It's really just,
um,
not enjoyable. But
I got one of those blankets over me. I'm full
Oh.
grandpaing this thing, man.
Oh man, don't even tempt me.
I'm wearing pants though, so
it might
I
need
think
to be
I'm
a
above
cozy
you on that
cast
one.
soon. Good old cozy cast.
Oh, that would be a good idea though. Just play
Yeah.
some lo-fi hip hop beats
Yeah.
to chill, study, relax to.
Vibe. Smoke a
Yeah,
joint.
have some
Sorry,
coffee.
not smoke a joint.
No.
No.
This is family entertainment, of
Yeah.
course. And to just have like a chill cast where you don't really talk about the play-by-play, that kind of stuff.
But right now we are in OT, so we do need to talk about the play-by-play just a little bit, sir, man.
Aw,
I think maybe just a little
okay.
bit as
Bubble
Bubble.
dies. No Dios gets the kill.
That's good enough. There we go.
Ooh, there you go. And Kodo was actually with a nice little headshot onto Red Stars. He was fading from the back of that top main position. Gonna be 2 players dead for the Bulgarians, as the Danes may just be running away with this second round of OT. And it looks like, yeah, Madi kind of seals the deal, doesn't he? Only Victor and Mar left. What can they really do? Go down vents, perhaps, onto B? That's certainly the Joker card, the ace up their sleeve that they could pull out at this juncture. But the A defense, are they fancying challenging the A defense, Dan? No, vents it is. Still a player on B side, though, so that's something they have to take care of. But they can certainly just plant behind the silo.
Maybe not. Asilian
Well.
has an angle, and yeah, there's not really any open spaces or safe spaces to plant there.
I think with 2 players, they could have just planted on the side of the silo, and the only angle they would have had to look for is, left and right ramp, basically.
Yeah. But
That would have been the play.
yeah. Well,
That's
they couldn't
hindsight,
find
of
their
course.
no square. That's the problem.
Stay out of that no square.
Yeah, so they were able to touch them there with the bullets.
No. It's a very powerful touch.
Yeah, like the hand of God.
It's like getting touched by One Touch Man.
You mean One Punch Man, or One Finger
One
Punch?
touch. This is a imaginary superhero I came up with just now. One Touch Man. He's like One Punch Man, but instead he just touch. Original character Donut Steel, please.
Oh, this is a character you've created. That makes so much sense. That's why it sounds awful. There's now Asilian and Nodios. They've found opening kills for the Flames, and it looks like 17 is on the menu. Meat's on the menu, boys. 17. So, lead at halftime for Copenhagen Flames. Exactly what they needed.
Definitely. Nice little lead here. And we'll be seeing if they can get it done in the first round of OT. Of course, the CT side more favored, so once the sides switch, we'll be seeing if maybe perhaps because like the CT side was pretty good when the full buys were in full force. The Bulgarians might just get all of them in a row if they expect, very aggressive pushes coming out. We rarely see those very ballsy rounds come out in overtimes, especially in the first couple rounds. You usually save the weird strats for later in the half. Here, though, not sure which way they're going to be going. As we wait for a brief pause. Probably technical, right? Since there's no countdown.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the issue is. Hopefully, not going to be anything serious. We'd have a brief one earlier on in the game. I think it was just Mar who disconnected briefly and then rejoined us after just what was about like 30 seconds, if that. But maybe this one's going to be a little bit longer because I don't see anyone who's actually disconnected from the server. I'm not sure if there's a ping issue or something. It's resolved either way, so looks like we are going to be getting back into things and maybe just a brief, toilet break, something like that, because we are in OT.
And you know what they say about OT? It's allowed to go pee. Because it's been more than 30 rounds.
Yeah, and that's like an hour.
Exactly.
incredible logic and
Okay, no
reasoning
speedy
from us.
strats as we can see. Nodio's already down in like behind vents. The rest of the T's are just chilling in spawn. A little bit of disparity coming out here from the T's, as they have thrown quite a bit of utility toward the outside, perhaps faking B presence. And with the CTs knowing there's someone down there, they will have rotated someone, and that leaves them with a nice little A-shaped hole on this map. This bomb site should be empty at this point from their perspective. Still, though, Bubble is going to be holding from high on up as Victor is helping from the bomb site as well. And, well, that's going to be quite a few kills for them. Copenhagen Flames, they were trying to play very smart there, but unfortunately the execution was not there in the end. 2 players on A hold them back successfully, and it's 17-17.
You know what I want? Quadruple overtime. Just bring it me. Feed it directly into my veins.
Oh, you're trying to counter Caster's Curse it now, Dan? Is that how we're doing things? Is
No,
that the
okay, no.
techniques we're using?
No, because the problem is if you do that, then what you say actually just happens. If you try and counter curse, you end up in a situation where you've got what you are trying to curse happening.
Yeah. It doesn't work that way.
But then if you try and do that, so you try and counter curse and say what you do want to happen, then it doesn't happen.
Yeah, and my approach here is just to say sit on back and enjoy the high quality Counter Strike in front of me. To be honest,
honestly, it's
bothering
just
with curses and counter curses, there's just like an infinite sort of feedback loop there that you can't escape. It's a hellish hellscape, Dan. Just said hell twice.
It's generally just an infinite, like a wormhole, honestly, of Caster's curses. You just keep going deeper and deeper and deeper, and eventually...
Turtles on top of turtles. Turtles all the way down. We go outside now. With, what, Mar holding up close? Yeah, he's gonna be behind the smoke, so waiting for those footsteps to come in. Maybe even some flashes from teammates could push him through the smoke. Yes, indeed, a flash did go off, but so did Nikodos. On to Mar, in fact. The opening kill goes the way of the Copenhagen Flames as they make their way down into Secret, pushing toward this B bomb site where the defenders are sort of rotating in here. Bubble in the vents finds the initial. There's still 1 player toward ramp. This is going to have to get taken care of, but Dreamer takes care of Vasilian instead. Only 2 Copenhagen Flames players left, and they were off to a good start, but no longer.
Nikodos surely has Dreamer dead to rights. Oh, the jiggle peak. Just about keeps Dreamer alive and keeps that advantage for Fiend. A 2 on 3, and Nikodos spotting out where one of these players is. That arm was a tantalizing prospect, and he's actually standing forward of the Molotov. He still has the angle, but he misses a shot. Second chance he won't give him. It's now just Nodios to try and hold them back. Dreamer is chucking nades in on that position. That will finish Nodios off. Now Nikodos, can he hold the line? 20 seconds on this clock. That Molotov is going to force him all the way around. Dreamer can just stick this 3 seconds on the clock. He needs to peek. Dreamer, does he have it in time? No, he doesn't! Fiend, they find 18 with a stick on the bomb and a Molotov towards the decon door. Oh, they just about get it done there. Nikodos missing some shots, taking some damage. If he'd had that HP, he might have been able to run through that molly.
Yeah, definitely that was the play there. Obviously not enough time. If you're going to be going toward double doors, surely he knew that, but the push through the Molotov impossible, I'm afraid, as there was still the chance that that player was faking, and it wouldn't have been an easy op shot regardless. As the Bulgarians, they take the 18th point, and as we all know, if we get to 18-18, we get to do this overtime shenanigans all over again. Copenhagen Flames gonna be struggling to find it here. Mar trying to get some crossing kills into Secret. Not gonna be successful, but Bubble does get one onto Vasilian. So it's the early lead here for the Bulgarians, but Bubble from Decon has to fall on back. Knows they're gonna be pushing through double doors next. He has to set up a crossfire with ramp in some respect. Yabi, what are you doing? You're in the open. You're clearing all the angles yourself. There's no one around to help you, especially now that Nodios is dead. And with a trade coming in as well, Nikodos is left in a 1 versus 4. Undoable, I'm afraid. Team Fiend, they're going to be finding their win on the opponent's map pick.
I mean, yeah, unless Nikodos does something out of this world, it's a foregone conclusion. 50 seconds. Spotted the legs of Bubble at least. Few shots through to try and find him, but yeah, there's just so many angles. The bomb dropped, the
No,
crossfire established.
it's actually impossible. Like,
Yeah.
this has to be impossible. There we go. The first kill makes it like 0.5% more possible. That's how unimpactful that kill was, because he's just held back by utility as well. If he pushes the smoke, he might find them off guard, but, you know, Red Star is still good with the flick. And there we go. The Bulgarians, Team Fiend, your victors for the first map, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
They find it, and they're setting themselves up for